Photographer's Chronicles, episode 18. Let's get to it.
Let's create.
What's up, y'all? Today I want to talk about 3 different aspects of photography, basically dealing with interactions between you and your photographer. The first thing that I think is very important when it comes to interacting with each other is asking the question, what do you need from me? From a photographer's point of view, I think it's important to ask your client, what do you need from me? Because for one, it helps you set the pace of what makes them comfortable. How do I need to talk to you? How do I need to address you? What's your experience level? Are you a shy person? Are you self-conscious? Things like that. Just to lay out a good foundation in order for the photographer to know how to make the client more comfortable and to make things flow a whole lot better when it comes to the photo shoot. On the flip side of that, I think it's important for the client to ask the photographer what do they need, just to set the pace as far as their energy of the photo shoot. What kind of mode will you need? And basically, are we looking to be cheerful? Are we looking for solemnness? Is this a celebration? Just things of that nature in order to help the photographer do a better job when it comes to posing you, the lighting, things of that nature, just to set the mode for the photo shoot. The second thing that I think is important when it comes to communicating is basically your photographer making sure that they use words of affirmation. And real words of affirmation. I think a lot of people have qualities that they never notice about themselves in everyday life, and it's up to the photographer to point those things out. Basically, and everybody knows that if you compliment people and you should tell them how pretty they look or how good their hair looks, or man, you've been working out and I can tell, those things like that, it basically makes a person swell in the chest. It basically makes them feel more comfortable in their posing. It just sets them in a whole better mode in order to have better pictures. Obviously, a lot of people, when they do photo shoots, they feel underneath the magnifying glass. And basically, to ease that, you just have to reassure them, hey, you look fine. You know what I mean? Your hair looks good. The outfit is great. Oh man, this color goes good on your skin. And the last thing that I think is very important when it comes to communicating is making sure that you have an open heart and an open mind. And this is mostly for clients when it comes to dealing with their photographer. I think a lot of times people can't see the vision of what the photographer is trying to accomplish when it comes to posing, when it comes to outfits, when it comes to accessories, stuff like that. And sometimes you probably get a little feedback as far as people bumping heads when it comes to not understanding why the photographer is asking that. And I think the thing that's hard to relay when it comes to being a photographer is that people do not see the whole picture of what you're trying to capture. For example, if I say, hey, I think a red dress would look great, but bring the yellow earrings, right? And you may not get that, but you may come in and notice that the backdrop is yellow. Or you may come in and notice that there's something in our set that the earrings will basically accent and make the color pop. Things like that. So I think it's very important that you just make sure that you have an open mind, open heart, it just makes it easier to get the work done. And usually you just have to wait to see the whole picture until you get it, and then it'll click. It's an aha moment. And that's all I have for you guys today. As usual, I appreciate you still rocking with me. And if you have any questions or any suggestions, please drop me something down in the comments. Matter of fact, just drop something in the comments and say, hey, I just want to see who's actually looking at these and paying attention. Yeah, don't be shy. Say hello. Anyway, until next time, y'all be easy.